Why are those vegans so skinny and weak? I'm gonna tell you why today in this video because I used to be one of them and I'm not anymore. I am definitely not a skinny and weak vegan. My skin color is nice and nourished. It has a nice healthy tan glow to it and there are no dark circles under my eyes. My skin is hydrated, elastic, but I used to be someone who had pale skin, dark circles under the eyes, skinny skin and bones, could not put on any muscle, was weak and tired all the time as a vegan. And people were very concerned about me. And people wanted to tell me to start eating meat again and that I needed to start eating milk, that something was wrong with me, that this diet was deficient. So if that's you, I'm gonna help you today in this video, show you why it's happening. So if you're a vegan, why you're skinny, why you're weak, what's actually happening, what you can do to actually solve this problem. Because I've been there myself. I've been vegan 5 years now and I am thriving, and you can absolutely thrive on a vegan diet, on a plant-based diet, on a vegan lifestyle. You can absolutely thrive at the highest level. You can thrive and be your best self. You can be healthy. You can be fit in shape and no longer weak and no longer sick, no longer tired. So the first thing that I want to talk to you about is hydration. We need to be eating foods that contain hydration. And every time we eat something that has no hydration in it, it actually pulls water from our body. So we need to be eating foods that naturally contain water. So these are your foods that are raw, foods that are uncooked, undenatured, natural raw food. We need to be eating a lot of raw vegetables, a lot of seeds, a lot of sprouts, and some fruit, okay? So that's the baseline there. That's what we need to do. That's the first step, is to eat foods that are hydrating to the body. Our body is mostly made up of water. So for our cells to naturally carry messages to one another effectively, they need to have water. So there's electromagnetic energy in our body that requires raw living foods with water in them. So that's the most important thing, is that we're hydrating our bodies. Water, yes, but eating foods that are naturally hydrating. Fruits, vegetables, sprouts, seeds, some nut. The second thing that we need to do is stop eating so much processed vegan garbage, okay? That's the second thing, because it does taste good and we have plenty of products available now. These are tools meant to help us transition off of meat and dairy and eggs and help us to consume more whole food, plant-based food options. So we need to be doing that. You can use these foods as tools, but if you are sick and weak as a vegan, you need to eliminate these foods completely. Number one is going to be wheat and flour. Those need to be eliminated completely. These are highly processed foods. They are inflammatory and they are dehydrating for the body. They do not provide us with the benefits. So we need to get rid of those foods, okay? So I'm talking your pizzas, your breads, your donuts, the cookies, all of that stuff that contains wheat or flours has to go. You know, I get it, right? So when we're raised on the standard American diet, we don't eat well in this country. We don't eat good. We don't eat good food. So we eat a lot of processed garbage. We eat lots of refined sugars, carbohydrates. So we're trained how to eat on that diet. So I know that it's difficult when we go vegan to know how to eat actual nutrition and to eat better. But trust me when I say, if you follow this, you will actually receive the results and you'll be doing so much better. You'll be thriving, because eating food that tastes good but makes us feel worse, when you think about it, is actually a form of self-abuse. Because we look at foods that are healthy, we say, oh, well, that doesn't taste good, it doesn't look appetizing, I don't want to eat it. But in fact, it's the most best thing for our body and will make us feel the best and make us truly vibrate at a higher level and just make us feel incredible and wonderful. I just had a large salad for lunch and I feel almost high. I feel incredible. I feel amazing. And I did not feel this way when I was eating the way that you are. So please follow what I'm saying and add what I'm saying to your life. Incorporate these changes in and you will see the results. We need to get the raw vegetables in at high enough amounts to enact detoxification in our body. To start detoxification in our body, we need to have the vegetables, specifically cruciferous vegetables, at high enough amounts to hydrate our bodies, to overload our bodies with vitamins and nutrients and minerals and phytochemicals that will begin the process of assimilating with our cells in our bodies, creating the healthiest, strongest gut bacteria that will help our immune systems to clean out all the garbage in our bodies. You don't need to water fast. You don't need to eat only fruit. You don't need to starve yourself. You need to give your body exactly what it needs. Overdose your body in nutrients. It's the best way because you're giving yourself calories, you're giving yourself nourishment, you're not suffering. You're giving your body exactly what it needs. When your body has what it needs and more of what it needs, it will use those extra vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients to help your body heal and recover and send those tools to different areas of your body where your body needs healing the most. But you have to make sure you get it in at high enough amounts, which is why I recommend the kale smoothie with chia seeds, kale, water, and a little bit of fruit, and blend that up. Drink the whole darn thing every single day. It's changed my life. This is a protocol that was created by Dr. Brooke Goldner. She heals people with disease, autoimmune, all kinds of stuff. Incredible, incredible doctor, incredible human being. Check out her channel, but do that every single day. So as we're eating the standard American diet and we don't know how to eat properly, it's going to take some time to transition. So when we go to a vegan diet, what do? We go for the processed food. That's what we're doing. We're eating the processed food. There's nothing wrong with that if you're healthy, but if you're not healthy and you're struggling and you're sick and you're weak and you're tired, you have a disease, you have an illness, you can't have that stuff, okay? If you're healthy, limit that. By eating mostly whole foods. Yes, you need to learn how to combine the foods. You need to learn to put seasonings on them so they taste good. Learn how to make sauces. Go on. We have a phone in our hands and that provides us with so much access to information. There's never an excuse not to know how to do that. There are specific foods that are directly responsible for empowering our immune systems and allowing our bodies to self-heal. The body is a powerful mechanism. It's an amazing mechanism that actually knows how to heal itself, provided it has the tools that it needs to do so. So we need to give it that. So these foods are the foods that you need to have in your diet. You need to have raw vegetables, a lot of raw vegetables, okay? At least a pound to 2 a day, and a pound or more specifically of raw cruciferous vegetables. Kale, broccoli, bok choy, cabbage, any of those, you need to have a lot. Your dark leafy greens, those need to be the higher amounts. You need to have omega-3s. Omega-3s are the anti-inflammatories that help activate your anti-inflammatory immune system. So you need to have a higher ratio of omega-3s. So get those omega-3s, and I recommend using chia and flax seeds. I also supplement with on top of the chia seeds, I supplement with a algae supplement as well too. So make sure your omega-3s are high. Supplements, I recommend my clients and that vegans take supplements, okay? We need to cover our bases, and just to make sure that while we're transitioning into a whole foods plant-based diet, until our body gets good at absorbing our nutrients from food, which it's not in the beginning. So that's one reason why you are weak and tired as a vegan and sick, because you are not absorbing your nutrients properly. So hydration will help, which I already talked about. Cleaning out your gut will help, which I've already talked about. And now improved absorption will happen over time once you've cleaned out all the garbage from all the years that we've been eating death food, meat, dairy, and eggs. So meat, dairy, and eggs not only saps the hydration out of our bodies, you guys, it actually is consuming death, suffering, and misery on top of it. You don't want that garbage in your body. The solution is not to go carnivore. The solution is not to go carnivore. The solution is not to eat meat. The solution is not to go vegetarian and add eggs back in. That's not the solution. That is the problem. You have to get your body filtering properly. Your body's, for, 20, 30 years, however old you are, is so used to consuming animal products that yes, you might feel better if you eat that for a little bit, but later on have the higher potential of developing disease. So hear what I'm saying and add what I'm doing to your life, and you will get the results. You will have a much better, you will have a much healthier and stronger body and mind and soul and energy if you clean your gut out and and are absorbing your nutrients properly. But until that time, you need to supplement. You need to be doing B12, omega-3, a multivitamin, which makes sure it has iodine in it, and a D3, which could be in the multi, but make sure you get a D3K2. Those are the supplements I recommend. Hands down, will make you go from a weak and sick and tired vegan to a healthy, strong, thriving vegan. We need more of these, you guys. We need to step it up, and I'm here to help those of you who are struggling. One point I forgot in the video was not focusing on protein, plant-based protein. I don't know why, but so many vegans think that protein's not important, or that if you only eat fruit, you're gonna be fine. I don't believe that. So you need to focus on protein. It's really important. Utilizing foods, these foods are gonna be key to that. Utilize tofu, tempeh, and lentils. Incorporate those into your diet and you will be well on your way to a healthy, thriving, and strong vegan. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you got something from this. This is exactly what I do in my daily life. I live this and I am thriving, you guys. I'm building muscle on a vegan diet. I am getting stronger. Let's see if you can see me here. I'm getting stronger. I am not weak. I am not sick, and I am not tired. I am getting strong on a vegan diet, okay? I'm building muscle mass every single time that I work out. I feel incredible. I feel alive. I feel like a little kid again. The energy is just, it's so amazing. And I'm just here to help you if you're struggling. You don't need to struggle. It is a process. It takes time. Be patient with yourself. Follow the process. What you need is you need to have a game plan. You need to have a coach, and you need to have a meal plan. You need to have these things in order to be successful. All right? If you want to work with me, please send me an email. The information's in the description. Otherwise, enjoy this free video. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will talk to you soon. Have a great day.